I wanted to do Joe Rogan show, and there was a lot of games being played.
Okay. Kamala Harris is one of the most profound, prolific liars in the political game. She is. She wanted to do Joe Rogan show so badly, yet for the first 40 days of her campaign, you didn't have an interview? You didn't have an interview in the first one that you had? You had to have Daddy Tim Walz next to you? She's bad at talking. She's terrible at interviews. She's so terrible at interviews. One time she did an interview and the Trump campaign said, our newest ad just dropped. And it was a full, unedited version of her interview. If she wanted to do Joe Rogan's show, she could have made it happen. She could have done it. He would have been very accommodating if she went out there to California. If Donald Trump, who was the president of the United States of America, could drop everything and go do Rogan's show for several hours, then she sure could have did it.
People advised me not to do a show because they assumed, as it turned out to be correct, that he was supporting Trump. People advised me not to do a show because they assumed, as it turned out to be correct, that he was supporting Trump and that it would not be a productive piece for me. But just like when I went on Fox News with Bret Baier,
Joe Rogan is not a Trumper. Elon Musk, who by the way voted for Joe Biden and Kamala during the last election, is the one who convinced Joe Rogan to go ahead and endorse Donald Trump. Joe Rogan was not going to grill her for 3 hours. They could have spent an hour and a half talking about her cooking and got to the bottom of whether she actually washed her greens in the bathtub. If you can't survive 3 hours talking about politics with Joe Rogan, it's probably because you don't have what it takes to talk 3 hours about politics. The reality of the situation is, if she talked for 3 hours, it just would have gone poorly, period. The more people get to know her, the less they like about her. That is why she was hidden for the first 40 days and not doing sit-down interviews. They are trying to push her through to the victory of being the president without people being able to sit down and really analyze what she stands for. And even when people would ask questions about her really radical positions, some anonymous source from her campaign would be like, oh, well, she changed her view on that, without someone sitting down and grilling her about why she changed her view and if she actually did. The most damning political ads of Donald Trump was just playing Kamala Harris in her own words, or just voicing her own policies from stuff I'm sure she would like us to forget about. But she was radical when she was in California, she was radical as a senator, and she was radical as the vice president of the United States. I'm glad that she lost.